Hello and welcome to my kitchen renovation. What I wanted to accomplish in this renovation was not only to update the kitchen, but to also make it a place that made me feel really happy. No one wanted to break the bank on this project, so I put in all the blood, sweat, and tears along with replacing some of the items that matched the appliances that we already had. So what did we replace? We put in a new stove, hood vent, and replaced the old faucet that was leaking, but we kept the sink. The tedious work that went into this renovation. It's definitely not all glamorous. Let's just say I didn't wear makeup or do my hair the whole time I was doing this reno. Instead of replacing the countertops, I sanded, primed, and put on a product called Stone Effects in sky blue on them. I ended up taking out the bar myself, but I got the sink out with the help of my husband and son in order, to really do a great job. I have to say I wasn't really loving the way it looked, so I decided to paint the countertops to look like marble and then add in an epoxy product to finish the look. I loved the way it turned out. I sanded and painted the bar before I reattached it to the counter. And once it was on the counter, I also varnished the bar with crystal clear varathane, as it's kind of like a high traffic area. To clean up the look of the drawers, pantry, and under the sink, I lined them. It really did the trick to clean it up. Unfortunately, we had to do all the dishes by hand outside for probably just over a week while we didn't have the sink or the use of the dishwasher. Let's just say we used paper plates to cut down on the dishes. During the whole time I was crocheting a bunch of things to put under the countertop appliances so that they wouldn't damage the epoxy finish. I also crocheted a towel to hang on the stove handle. All of the crocheted items that were made with 100% cotton yarn. I wanted to make oven mitts and chair covers for the little bistro set that I have in my kitchen. So I went to Michael's and picked up some fabric that would complement the color scheme in my fresh new kitchen. To help my newly made oven mitts endure the rigors of being used, I used some clear silicone caulking on the gripping part of the mitts. I gave it like a few days to cure because the silicone is heat resistant. It also keeps your hands cooler, but it also helps with the gripping power of the oven mitts themselves. And I had to show you here the hot pink. This is so crazy. I can't believe that the kitchen was that color before. Some of the paint products that I used in this project were a good primer that I used to paint the cupboards before I painted them with the cupboard and baseboard paint. The color I picked for the bottom cupboards was called Valkyrie Blue that I got from Rona. Before I could paint the walls, I fixed all the holes, sanded and washed them, as well as all the necessary taping in preparation for painting. I used Behr paint with primer for kitchen and bathrooms in white for all the walls. I wasn't really thrilled that the paint took about 4 to 5 coats to get all the coverage I wanted, but it is what it is. For the heat register, I painted it with heat-resistant spray paint and white, and it cleaned it right up and made it look new. I also gave the window seat a good sanding before I repainted it with cupboard and trim paint. And there you go, it's all done. Hope you enjoyed this. Please hit like and subscribe. Thank you.